The invitation of change. I would like to share a little incident from a couple of days ago, which I found really humorous after the fact, of course. In the moment, it was a bit irritating, and I did not appreciate that this had happened because I had my day planned and I knew what I was going to be doing. And so this created disruption. But let me share with you what I learned from this. I went to my local supermarket and started my shop, and um, didn't notice at first because as the shopping experience is set up initially, there are specials and offers. So always new, interesting, and take notice. And then off I went to do my normal shopping, zooming up this aisle, down that aisle, because I've mapped the shop out, right? So, no, not this time. So, their consumer psychology, there's billions of dollars spent on it because, of course, they want to understand consumer behavior. And it's exactly the same when it comes to any behavior. Okay, as we do one thing, we do them all. So, really, how we go about our shopping can be a outline of how we do other things in our life. So, whether you like shopping or you don't like shopping, I don't mind shopping. It's actually quite interesting. I often enjoy seeing the products. Anyway, in this case, I got to where I thought a product would be, and it wasn't there. And it's not that it was out of stock, but it wasn't there. And this woke me up. And I thought, where's my stuff? And then I noticed all the stock in that area had changed. So this is how they do it, okay? To wake up the brain, you need to introduce something different, okay? Brains are matchmakers, and they will always look first for things that they can match. And if that doesn't initially match up, then the brain will start to search for other options, okay? And this is what happened. So I noticed the item I wanted wasn't there, so I knew I had to go looking for it in a different place. On my way to looking for what I wanted, I was more alert. I started noticing what was on the shelf and what had moved. So being more present, more aware, then finding my product. I also noticed things that I hadn't noticed before. Again, a sign of being more present and awake. And, of course, which they plan, and also why there's those items left just before you leave the shop. Those last minute items, different, to titivate you and invite you to buy more. And yes, I left the shop with a few extra items that I would not have normally purchased because they were not on my normal route. And I found myself really laughing at this because it's really I found it's a wonderful example of how we get uncomfortable when we move out of our comfort zones. And the shopping experience was exactly that. And yet at the same time, I can say I actually enjoyed it because it was different. Or rather, I chose to enjoy it. I could have been grumpy and cussing and really let it ruin my day because they moved my stuff. So it's really, I find, important to go with the flow. And that's kind of what going with the flow was. I found new products. My shopping experience was a wee bit different because I had to really pay attention to where I was going. And it was quite funny because I noticed other shoppers looking around as well, like bewildered. So, and this is important in these times as well, because I think ever since 22, you know, everything we've known has shifted, and it can be very destabilizing and cause anxiety within us because we can feel that things are changing and we don't always know how to respond. So, and that's good to know. And that's why I know for myself, I just remind myself that when I'm feeling uncomfortable, it's it's okay, because I know that something new is changing, and it helps me be more conscious, certainly in the way I choose to respond and feel about things. Now, I'm not saying I don't have to process things, and I certainly take the time to do that, but it doesn't get to me. It doesn't ruin my day. I would love to hear how something similar perhaps happened to you, where something changed and then maybe afterwards you realized how beneficial it had actually been for you, and perhaps introduced you to something new, even though on the way, on your healing journey or whatever it is, even in just your daily routine, you noticed a change. I'd love for you to join my community. I'm really here to create a love buzz. I am here to empower people to love themselves more, to appreciate themselves more, and to heal so that they can be whole and happy. And if this is something that interests you, you can certainly reach out, DM me, or via my you know what, wherever it is. And have a great day. Bye for now. This is Trilby Johnson, Breakthrough Mentor and Metaphysician. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to download my free audio for conscious breathing to help you stay present.